This was always billed as a rather awkward night for the big political parties. And across the country, it lived up to expectation. From Bath to Bolsover, Hartlepool to Hinckley, Conservative and Labour councillors were swept aside by a rising tide of voter frustration.
Ansar Ali is duly elected.
It's the Tories who have suffered the most. Peterborough, one of 18 councils lost, as around 500 Conservative councillors were defeated in a night that has seen renewed calls from some Tory MPs for Theresa May to go. And they're not alone. This is how one member of the audience welcomed the PM in Wales this morning before she'd even begun her speech.
Why don't you resign? The National Convention want you, we don't want you.
And Bryn Honda.
And good afternoon, she joked, after what was anything but a good set of results. But Mrs May was laying the blame elsewhere.
I think people were sending a very clear message, a simple message, to both main parties, to us and the Labour Party. Just get on and deliver Brexit. That's our responsibility, it's what I'm working for, and I call on the Labour Party and those of my own colleagues who haven't thus far delivered Brexit, backed Brexit, to do so.
But the Brexit backlash was clear in the thousands of spoilt ballot papers, and it wasn't just the Tories who suffered. Labour hopes of celebration at Tory losses instead became commiseration at their own defeats, losing control of councils in Hartlepool, Bolsover, Burnley and Wirral, and more than 70 councillors in the process. Jeremy Corbyn was putting on a brave face in Trafford in Greater Manchester this morning, one of the few councils Labour managed to take from the Tories, but he was reluctant to blame his party's position on Brexit.
Some of them were local factors and some of them were people probably disagreeing with both parties on attitudes towards the European Union. Our policy is that we're the only party that seeks to appeal to people however they voted in 2016 and to ensure that we try to defend jobs and working conditions in this country. That's actually quite an important agenda.
Appeal to everybody, you failed to please anybody.
You're assuming that everybody is totally divided because of how they voted in 2016.
Instead, the Lib Dems are the big winners of these local elections. They've so far gained more than 300 council seats, wresting control of councils in the West Country from the Conservatives, as well as turning red wards yellow.
Well, it is coming partly at the expense of other parties. I think the Labour Party have done unexpectedly badly, which is quite extraordinary. I mean, we've rarely had such an unpopular government, and they seem totally unable to take advantage of it. So we have been the beneficiaries.
Much to cheer too for the Green Party, who made significant gains. But Westminster has spent the last year fighting over Brexit and questioning the will of the people. Well, last night the people answered back, and for those in red and blue, it wasn't pretty. Daniel Hewitt, ITV News.